We're doing a series of drills here on spinning Juji, and we're going to do the basic one when Uki, the top guy, the victim, is on both knees, just as Ryan's doing right here. And we're going to switch back and forth. We'll start with this. A lot of times I'll have the guys drill on this one, start with this form of spinning Juji. Then we'll do when one comes up on one knee, the other just like that. We'll be drilling it with everybody doing that in a moment. But right now we're just doing the basic spinning Juji. We drill this every practice, and it teaches a lot more than just the basic arm lock. Here they're doing where they're standing as well. So we'll get everybody involved in it here. We start with on both knees and one up on one knee. Then they'll stand up. And right now Ryan is preventing Chris from standing. He spins under him and he gets him down with the Juji. So we'll keep drilling on this, and you can see. Okay, we're going to do the spin and stretch. We do this a lot. It's a great drill, and it's one of those drills that is a great transition drill. It's a really basic standard drill, but it's so important we need to do it a lot. So let's look at it. You're basically simulating a throw following through immediately the Juji Gatame, cross-body arm lock. So look at Derek's position. He's got left-hand elbow, right hand, back behind. He's not grabbing inside the collar. He's grabbing either. We don't want to do that. You do the wrong thing. No. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to grab between the shoulder blades like he had initially, and he's got a good grip on the man. Okay. Now what he's going to do is just put his right heel on the knee. See that? And he's just going to spin him. Spins him over, and there's the spin, and he sits on him immediately. And he's going to trap. He's going to roll back into the Juji Gatame. What he did was immediate sitting on that shoulder. Let's not stand there and look how pretty our work was. Okay. What he does when he spins him. Now, he immediately, see how that right shin, this is for the newer guys, I want you to see this. That right shin was right against that rib cage there, okay? He's on it. He's squatting on his head. Might come on around here so you can see how he's just squatting on his head. He's sitting, we would call a shoulder sit or head sit. And now he's trapping with his arms, Steve's arm. And he's going to roll back and finish the Juji. Look, see how his knees are like this? He didn't have to kick his leg over, guys, okay? That takes time, and it lessens your control of it in this particular situation. Okay, do one more time. Okay, I might go ahead and pan out a bit so you get a good view of it here. All right, so he does a spin, jams that foot in there. See that jam in there? He sits on the shoulder, rolls back, stretch it. Now, did you notice we want to drill on this? He wants to sit on his shoulder and hug it. Don't just grab. The basic way to do it is like we say, grabbing like a ball bat, isn't it? But we don't want to do that now because I want to make his arm part of me. Okay, one more time, spin and stretch, and then we'll, boom, there you go, and he rolls back. And that's a cooperation drill, you know. Steve, you know, Derek will do one, Steve will do one, back and forth. Go right side and left side, and you get both. But what we want to do is transition from a throw. Instead of taking a whole bunch of throws tonight, this is a great way to do this drill because the idea is to follow up right after you throw him and take him down. Okay? And this could be a move in its own self. So do it again, Derek. You might have caught him, Steve might be, for whatever reason, knocked on his knees. Bam! As soon as he comes up, guess what? You're going to roll him right into the Juji Gatame. Okay? So we call it the spin and stretch because you spin him and you stretch his arm. All right, let's drill on it. Go get it. Here's the drill, guys. I don't care how the bottom man is, Dre. I don't care. You can start like this. You can start on elbows and knees. I don't really care. But if Derek wants them there, that's fine. He's going to snap them down. But now, Derek's got to go to work. Here's where we're going to work. This is why we're doing no gi in this. We want to work on hooking and grasping. Don't just grab. We don't want to be reliant too much on the jacket. Even though we make, a lot of us do judo and sambo, we want, don't be too reliant on the jacket. Especially a lot of us do no gi. We want to do this. So, pops him down. Now he's going to go to work. Be as efficient as he possibly can. It's a real simple drill. Just do a lot of really good head roll Juji Gatames, okay? So he pops him down and he goes to work. Bam. He just starts doing everything correct. He rolls it through. Bam. And he goes. Finishes up. He'll do about 4 or 5 in a row. And under stress. Do it under quick time. We don't want to take our time doing it. We want to do it under some stress. Start to simulate when it really happens in a fight or a match, okay? So that's why we're doing it fast, a lot of reps. Crawling all over him. See how he's doing everything right. He's making sure efficient movement. He's getting the top. He's catching and posting on his head. This is why we're training. So make sure you're doing all these things. Go over your mind. I gotta do it right. You do it right every time. And Dre would do 4 or 5 in a row. Okay? Let's do at least 2 sets, maybe 3. Very efficient. See how fast that drill was? It should be done that fast. It's a good conditioning drill too. But what we're training on now, this is for the guys who are really good at Juji already, and get even better at it. You want to shave all those rough corners, sand them down, to where you can do it very, very efficiently. Again, no gi. I'm not relying on things to hold on to the ground. I'm hooking and doing everything I need to do right. So let's go ahead and drill.
Stay together, but roll and try to roll out of there.
Okay. And cooperate with each other. It's not a fighting drill. It's not a fighting drill. It's a cooperation drill. And you start with Juji Gatame, and you stay with it. You keep rolling until eventually you get it.
There you go. Try to stay in there.
You might have to roll several times to get it, do some leg drags, whatever it may take. But eventually you're going to get that Juji Gatame. And he'll let it, you know, he gives you about the bottom guy, the defender goes about 50% resistance, maybe not even that. But you might have to shift from one way to the other to get Juji Gatame, and eventually you get it. There you go. So Eric just got in that first drill. Now Derek's going to go on Eric. And the idea is to stay round and keep rolling until you get the Juji Gatame eventually. We just call it the roll around Juji Gatame drill. And that's exactly what you're doing. And again, guys, it's not a fighting drill. It's a cooperation drill. Eventually, the defender will give up the Juji Gatame, but make the guy earn it. And the guy keep rolling, keep applying it. And you can see how, and the guys will just start rolling and keep trying to do it. They may run out of mat even. There you go. Nick got that with TJ, and it'll be TJ's turn. So the idea is just keep rolling till you get your Juji Gatame, because you don't always get your Juji Gatame on the first try. And what this does is teaches you to keep going for it, and eventually you'll get it. Teach you some good skills along the way. That's where you really hone your skills at head roll Juji, hip roll Juji. There we got a hip roll Juji, went back the other direction. Guys, we'll go about 5 rounds each. I'll do it till you tap, you do it till I tap. Go about 5 rounds of it. Give you a good workout. And again, this is a realistic Juji Gatame drill. And again, it's not a fighting drill, it's cooperation. But you have to keep rolling around till you apply it. And you're going to work on different variations. You might have to work different levers. You might have to, you know, pry the arm free different directions. But again, that's what the guys are doing here. Let's pan back. You get about 5 rounds each, guys, and we'll move on to the next drill. And sometimes you put a nice little triangle in there with it to get that Juji. That's the way to do it. That's the idea of the drill. You never know what you'll have to do to get that Juji Gatame to get him to tap. See, this is where we really practice the nuts and bolts of Juji Gatame. That's why we call it practice, guys. And eventually you'll get it and pry it free. There we go. Good. So there's the roll around Juji Gatame drill. We're drilling on the leg press, and Mike is basically riding John in the leg press position to set him up for a Juji Gatame. Now John is a new guy. He's making a mistake of letting his arms get unhooked. But Mike's job is just to stay on him, keep riding him and controlling him. Let's say Mike has turned him over in a head roll Juji or spinning Juji, or somehow he's rolled him over onto the back, followed through from a throw to a transition. He's on the ground with him. And he may need to Mike may need to keep John here for a period of time before he can secure a lever to pry the arm free. And you can see here, Jake and Jerry are practicing it. Again, Jerry's a new guy. He's letting his arms go free. So Jake's just drilling. He could have that arm if he wanted to in a Juji. But as you can see, they're just drilling on it. So this is the leg press drill, and we do this from time to time just to work on it, to have the skill down. We're drilling just to trap and lever the arm from a leg press position, and we're just drilling on this. The top guy is working on doing a lot of repetitions and getting his favorite lever, and in this case Dre is working on a nice lapel grab and arm hook lever. He does a bunch of repetitions, and now it looks like it's going to be Ken's turn. And it's a skill drill, and we start with controlling him in a good leg press, as you can see Ken doing here. And he's just working on digging in. The bottom guy gives varying degrees of resistance, and you kind of work it out with your partner how you want to do it, or the coach may decide, okay, we're going to do, you know, 20% resistance or 50% or whatever it may be. And we're just working on the skill of getting him on his, he's already on his back, and we're working a lever, a trap and lever. Trap is when you trap his arm to your chest or torso, and lever is when you pry it loose. And this is just a trap and lever drill from the leg press, working for Juji Gatame. And there you have it. We'll just keep drilling on this. And there we go.
As soon as I'm here, if I just stay here, he can do any number of things, right? He can pull it back through and finish, okay? He can go over to a pin, like the mount, by just kicking over and sitting up, right? Good, okay? He can follow through with a triangle, if I'm here, right? So, I don't want to stay here. That's why we get up on the knees. I pop that arm down, stack on the knees. But I don't want to come straight up, because again, you can pop through with a triangle, okay? Or if you still got a grip on my hand, you can pull it right back through. I'm back where I started, okay? So instead of popping up, as soon as I'm here, I've got my head on his legs. I've got him jammed down, so I'm going to keep jamming him down and then try and turn that way. And see how I'm naturally past him? It's just a matter of moving around that extra step, and now you're hitting him. So use your head to jam his legs down that way, boom, and then just reorient yourself into the pin.
Okay guys, keep drilling, yeah.
So you're down.
What we're doing right now, everyone, we're drilling on the steal the arm back or steal the shoulder back defense and escape for bottom if you're on in Juji Gatame.
There you go. Good, Vlad.
So
Very
Vlad got out of that one, and he was Eric was on top drilling. So, and before you saw Derek coach him, because you want to get to a solid base on your knees, and then you saw how he was using his head to pop the leg over and not go back in his guard. So you want to be there. So see how you can lead. And you're basically using your head to steer him and pop him back so you can pass his guard and you can control the situation. Get good side position then. You can see he's kicking, he's flailing a bit much, isn't he? Okay. What you want to get a good base on your feet. Eric, try it again, Eric.
Yeah, well, I kind of got my elbow stuck in the gi.
Yeah, but try to have a good solid base instead of flailing so much with your legs.
Yeah.
You want to have control. At least dig them into the mat. So yeah. So once you do that, now start turning, and then get your That way, by flailing with your legs, you know, it's wasted motion. Yeah. You want to be able to turn. Keep drilling, guys. I'm gonna.
Well, I'm out. So you're in.
And we're working on arm lock defense tonight, so we're just showing the guys drilling on it. And again, Stephen.
Right here, push wrong way. We around the back right here. Get your arm back there.
Yeah, Steve, brand new at learning this. Steve is on top here. There. And everyone on YouTube, did you notice that we don't want to flail with our legs when we're on the bottom? If you're on the bottom and stuck on your back in a leg press, that's a bad position to be in. Don't make it worse by flailing and kicking with your legs. Get your feet planted on the mat. Get good position with your feet on the mat, good stability, and come up. He's getting better at it. Okay. We'll go around here to the rest of the gym. See some of the heavier guys training over here. Okay, we got Nick and John here. Bridge, bridge, bridge.
Good. Use the head. Right there.
Only thing I'd say with the lighter weights over there, Nick, is with your feet, when you get your turn and your hip into them, try to get a better base. Don't just keep kicking your legs and flailing. Try that again. John's a big dude, and but when you do this bridge and explode off your feet. So bridge, there you go. Keep turning, there you go. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, and try to get over. There you go. That's a little better.
Hip up. Start like what I did. Come back.
There's 2 ways to make this. Okay.
Coach Mike is better.
Watch this here.
So I can push up and I'm going to jam my elbow down immediately as my hip goes.
See that? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
The other way.
So when you bridge up, you can drive your elbow under them, and boom, see you're back on your right shoulder, right side quickly that way. Instead of being stuck and kicking with your legs, that's what we're doing.
Much because I don't think it's as fundamentally sound as over here, and then you get some momentum.
It's stuck in the middle. See, I feel like I can get my elbow under.
But I think this way is a little bit easier. You get more instinct.
And Derek was doing it. He was doing kind of getting a momentum swing, kind of like the pendulum with a clock hand or something. And that's what he was doing that to get on the side. It wasn't. He doesn't want to flail. You know, you don't want to kick your legs. That's the point of that.
Don't feel like you can get your feet underneath you to do the bridge like this. Then you just put your feet over here and you swing.
I feel like I can get my elbow down in that. Right? I just can't get out. That's where I feel like
When you're stuck.
And so I feel like I was away from it. I was in that spot.
Right.
That's why I just didn't know how to use it.
Right. You use your head and then you back out. Because right here you're 80% of the way done. And if you get up on your knees, you'll be out. So you just keep your hands together, okay? Get on your side. And then when
You notice his right arm, his elbow's down below the crotch.
Yeah.
So his arm's safe at this point. John's not going to lever that straight to get the arm lock.
especially if I have my other hand on it.
Yeah, you can kind of keep pulling it back out.
Stack.
On one side, you go away from it. You don't come back in and all the way across it. You go away from
And
it.
that's how we do the, kind of a turn in, bridge in, or whip in, whatever. But we try to steal that shoulder and arm back. All right, keep drilling, guys. Good work. Good work. One last. We'll see how the guys are doing, and we'll finish out with there. Good. And Steven's picking up how to do that and work around them. There you go. So everybody can see what we're doing here. This is drilling, and it's the skull session, and just working skills, working moves on, in this case, the steal your arm back, steal your shoulder back, Juji Gatame defense and escape. And the escape, the defense is steal the shoulder arm back, and that's the defense. And the escape is actually to come up on your knees to get on a base and work around them, and then try to control a situation. All right, so there we have it. We're doing the Tawanagi to spinning Juji Gatame drill. Basically, we're just taking turns. I do you, you do me, spin under them, and do as a transition. It's a great transition drill to Tomoanagi, spinning Tomoanagi, side Tomoanagi, Oko Tomoanagi to Juji. And it's a back and forth. We take turns with each other. I do one, you do one. And we just take different turns doing it. You can see. And we'll do them in sets, or the assignment the coach may give to the guys. I told them tonight, let's just do 10 each. I'll do one, you do one. Just work on spinning and catching them. And the instructions were also to do it on a fairly fast tempo, so the guys are really sticking into it very quickly, spin and go. And we want to work on a fast tempo. And as part of it, we're also working a little conditioning into it, working some fitness into it, in addition to the skill learning. So we're combining both a skill drill in this case, a very obvious skill drill, and with a little fitness action, because we want a little faster tempo to make them work a little harder. And again, we're just working back and forth. And the idea is to do a spinning Tomoanagi to Juji Gatame as a very smooth transition to get the arm lock. And that's the task at hand for everybody, and that's what they're doing. Again, this is about the third drill we've done on the mat tonight, and it's directed toward all something relevant to what's actually done in a real fight. So there we have it, the spinning tomonagi to juji drill.